I guess. So I gotta run tonight. If you like it better like that or not. I gotta run tonight. This is a Pro Star. This is actually one of the new ones. Sleepers. I haven't driven a Pro Star in years. I don't like them. I actually got to. This is a little bit different. This one is by the airport. I don't come to the airport very often. This is very rare. And Yorkmont, over by the grave, the graveyard. My mother was buried over there. And I got to meet my lead driver. Now, I don't work for any postal carrier specifically. I just, I'm an outsider. I'm an outsider, and I like what I do. I like doing mail. I try to really talk to folks out here and make friends and all that. Sometimes the way I talk, people probably think that, oh, you hate white people, or even if I don't like white people, people probably think I can't work with white people. That's more important. Yeah. Let's get into it. So this dude I met was a complete cracker. Complete cracker. But he's a lead driver. He's been doing mail. He's been doing mail about working for the same company about 3 years. Sorry. And I started talking to him. And we just we started off BSing. I was really trying to pick his brain about certain things. Remember, I done about 4 over-the-road trips for this company, specifically. I've been to California 3 times, probably more than that. I've been to California 3 times. I've been to, what's the joint called? Detroit. I was going to go to Chicago, didn't work out. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm really, honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because now I set my phone to alert me to anything, and now there's a weather alert for Chicago. So I'm kind of glad I didn't go. One of those things. No amount of money's worth an incident. I don't know, January, and it's 60 degrees outside, so I don't know. Maybe it would have been okay. So anyway, we started talking, and I'm not cooning. I don't coon. But I was being pretty friendly with the dude. Being friendly. And he did like a lot of crackers do. He went off talking about how he would join the military. I asked him, not a lot of guys like going on the long range runs. And I say that because of the amount of runs I've been getting lately. And he said, not a lot of guys do. And then he went and talking about the military and shit. I let him talk. I didn't go political, and he didn't go political either. For me, like I say, it was all about getting information. And one thing about white people, white men especially, crackers I've met, if you let them talk, they'll tell you everything you need to know to get over on them. Oh yeah, they will. Because the white man is always trying to, he's better than you. Somehow, even if y'all work the same job, he's still 1 percentage point better than you in some way. That's how the Caucasian, and that's why I say how that's really weak, because historically, and me growing up, I haven't seen that. They've always been trying to make you be like them, and when they do stuff like that, it really, you're not better than me, because if you were, you wouldn't have to do that all the time. You see? The fact that you got to always try to show me that shows me that you're not. Anyway, so we're talking, he's telling me about this. And he even told me, guess what? He even told me what door to back into when I get up here to Columbia, which was good information. You see? So, there's brothers out here that probably was looking at me funny and thinking I'm cooning. No, you don't understand something. One thing about white men, a lot of these white men, is a lot of them, I say workaholics. They're very obsessive. They can tell you a lot about your job. Now, I'm not obsessive. I do these routes. I couldn't tell you what door to back in 11. I just normally back into whatever when I get back. Whatever door is open. Yeah, I don't, he can tell you everything. I let white folks talk. I don't try to, make them think I'm smarter than them or talk special or use big words. None of it. I don't do that no more. I used to. At the time I did. There was a time years ago where I'd have met a white man and a white woman and I'd have been like, oh, well, I'm sophisticated. No, I don't do that no more. I don't do that no more. Not at all. Not at all. I don't play that game. For one thing, I have nothing to gain. For one thing, you know what I mean? So that's just to let you guys know, I can play the game. I can work with white people. He's not talking about how he would join the military. Like I was asking him over the road, he was talking about, a lot of companies. I was asking him really company-specific stuff to do with salmon. Listen, I would love to get on one of these mail companies. Do you hear me? I would love to get on one of these mail companies. No question. Oh my God. This guy parked his car right here. This dumb, stupid shit. He parked his car right where you turn it. I can't figure it out. Save my life. I said, well, do something like that. Let me try something. I don't know if that's any better. I like this better. Cause I can play the game, and I can work with you and all that. He started talking about he would join the military. He don't know a lot of guys will join the military. Well, that's because for one thing, what are you fighting for? You think you're joining the military, and you think that you're going to be over there fighting for freedom and all that. That's not likely. You're going to get sent to Iran or some bullshit. And he's like, let's get a major war. And I'm like, I just kept my mouth shut every time I said, well, some people would say we've been in a major war for the last 18, 19 years. And he's just, And, I didn't say no more about it. I didn't try to say nothing. I am a pacifist, and I'm a socialist. And it's funny because all that time I was conservative, I wasn't really willing to go out here and get hurt or do anything. I looked at libertarianism like I respect it. And now as a socialist, like, I'm willing to go down for this shit. Making some rumbling sound, you can hear it. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. All the time I was a libertarian, I had to watch. And they talk about how liberals operate off of outrage. Well, if you watch Fox News, I would say a whole lot of conservatives do too. This is an example of a white man living in a rapidly changing society. It's 64 degrees in the middle of January. You know what I mean? And they don't even realize, they just like, it's a little warm. You see, these are the people I'm talking about. We've been at war for 20 years, and they're like, a major war. What's a major war? You know what I mean? What? See, and that's another thing. When I meet white folks, and they're not out, like they just, like, everything's normal, I know they've got to live. I've got to live. I know we got to live. We have no choice. I understand that. But I'm disgusted and embarrassed to be an American at what my country does overseas. There's no way in the world I would ever attempt to try to inculcate myself with this system. I've mentioned before in videos about the Veterans Affairs Police and how you got a lot of them, a lot of stories of them beating people and brutalizing them, slamming folk, killing people. And a lot of these, these veterans, these are black men. What's the lesson? What's the point I'm trying to make? The point I'm trying to make is propaganda about serving and seeing the world. But what those VA assaults show you is that even if you do everything you can to inculcate yourself with this system, to try to comply and go along, you will still be humiliated. You will still be disrespected. And you will still be brutalized. That's the point. This is a militarized system. And under militarized capitalism, nobody's lives matter. Nobody. So it's no guarantee. It's none that by you serving in this man's military and attempting to accomplish his foreign policy, will you know peace? And I don't expect white men to understand that. Peace, y'all.